Pilots, and welcome to another Mecha BREAK gameplay video. Today is a bit of a special day as we are on the playtest playing Mikillja, one of the new strikers coming in Season 2. Now, just to preface this is just a test, so anything you see is still subject to change, so take it with a pinch of salt. But this has to be one of the wildest strikers that I have seen in Mecha BREAK yet. It is an ultra heavy, but it is ultra mobile on the ground, and it can do some pretty wild things like grab enemies and toss them into things, as you can see here. This match is primarily against bots, just for context, as it's on the test server. There aren't that many players around yet. I start by just probing the enemy's defenses, just trying to disrupt. The Tricera was set up in the corner there, but I just grab him, pick him up, and toss him away like some rubbish. He does still have a fair bit of defenses left, so I do run myself out of energy, but I'm just going to try and finish him off. So I just charge up my battering ram, and then we get the assist there. Mikillja's chariot mode does not allow him to jump. He must stay on the ground at all times. So for that reason, there could be some kind of situational issues with him. I just accidentally grabbed the friendly Stellaris, so with your grappler there, you can grab friendly and enemy teammates. I think that it's quite funny. It could make for some really interesting situations where you could potentially save somebody who's just about to get gored by a panther. But it could also be quite interesting to throw your teammates off the edges. Now, this is probably one of the most powerful things in his kit. He can use his grappler to snare an enemy. As you see, you can then pick them up and move them around. In this time, you can also charge your drill, your charge attack, and this allows you to guarantee a hit on them. So you can see here, I just go and I pick Tricera up off the payload, I move him away, and I use the charge, and it is guaranteed a hit, and it's taken him off the payload. The shields, when you turn into chariot mode, work just like Tricera's. So when you activate them for a small window, you get a complete 360-degree parry, making you very difficult for melee strikers to deal with. I see the Aquila here. I'm just waiting for the snare. I grab him and position him into a wall and just go wild. When you're in chariot form, your offhand attack is a rocket punch, and it does do a little bit of a stagger, but there is quite a long delay between being able to refire it. So when you snare people in your chariot form, it's probably best to switch out and just give them a good old pummeling. The enemy are trying to contest B, so I just go in and help. I accidentally snagged the Welkin, so I just chuck him out of the way and then start working on the Tricera. The battlefield presence of Mikillja is just absolutely wild. You can see the punches just do tremendous amounts of damage. The Panther missed the charge there. He's got himself a bit stuck, but I do snag him as he tries to escape. Move him right into the corner, quickly switch out. Few punches and he is down. The Orcs 3 for Mikillja is a reflecting shield. It makes you immune to energy damage, and it will reflect energy damage to your enemies in the area. Managed to get the Lumi here as well. Few pummels. He can't quite get away, and I do manage to finish him off. The right click when you are not in chariot form is a sort of hand repulsor cannon, sort of like Iron Man has. See that the Aleseness was set up on the payload there, so I just take him off and just start pummeling him in the corner. He does manage to get a parry in. Mess up my shield, but I do parry his as well. Unfortunately missed the charge there. He was very low So I decided to pursue on foot and just try and get a punch in. But on reflection, I should have just used the chariot form, caught up to him, and attacked him there. But he did manage to kite me and I ran out of energy. The energy regeneration in the chariot form is exceptional, and you use barely any of it while moving. Again, just grab the Inferno, put him up against the wall, and pummel him. I cannot see how this striker is not going to be considered overpowered, especially in maps like Longmen Launch Site, where you have a lot of flat ground. You can make really good use of your chariot form. So we're getting towards the end now. The enemy are just kind of trickling in, as they tend to do on bot matches. So I thought I would just push the payload a little bit here. The friendly team rallying around me. The Aquila is just up behind us. I did want to see if I was going to be able to tank a lot of these shots using my refractor shield. But the Aquila decided that he didn't want to shoot at me. He had some other priority targets in mind. Shoot him a couple of times to see if I can draw aggro, but I wasn't able to get the shield off in time. When I finally do, he stopped shooting at me. So we're just rolling this up the hill, just going for the win here. I see the Panaka lands on the payload, so I decide to just pick him up and chuck him off. And this is going to be absolutely insane on these maps. When you have a Tricera or a Stego or something pushing or counter pushing, if you have a Mikillja, you can just grab them, chuck them off the payload, regain control, or slow down their push significantly. You can see the Panaka shooting there was just refracting off the shield. I didn't take any damage, and that got us the win. But that is it from me today. If you enjoyed the video, drop us a like and subscribe.